Hello, and welcome to homework. Today I am showing you how to make my favorite herbal iced tea. So I have a lot of weeds growing in my back patio. It's excessive, and one of the weeds slash wildflowers coming through is called daisy fleabane, and it is a medicinal herb. It tastes delicious. It's good for inflammation, good for the kidneys, and epilepsy and other things is what it was traditionally used for. So we're gonna pick some daisy fleabane, and then I'm gonna show you how to make beautiful herbal tea and my favorite teapot and turn it into the most delicious iced tea ever. So come on up. We don't have a lot of time today because I gotta get moving with dinner and the world and life. So we're running through. Come on out. Oh, I forgot my scissors. Okay. My scissors out here. It is so hot right now. Okay. All right, so I let my patio go crazy. And so I let the wildflowers just grow through. And this beautiful flower here, I'll show you, is called daisy fleabane. It is a native to our area. And like I mentioned, has a host of medicinal uses. And it's also really, really beautiful. So I will cut some extra for a little arrangement for my nightstand. And I'm just making one round of iced tea right now, which is 1 mason jar's worth. And that gives about 4 glasses of iced tea. Oh look, Queen of Lace came with it. I'll have to save that because it's pretty. Dave will be happy I'm cutting these. He has not been happy that I wanted this to happen out here. There's so much of it. But how could I stop this from blooming? And we're leaving, we're moving from here, so I'll clean it up before I go. But this just makes me so happy to have. All right, I feel like that's just about enough for the tea. And then a little bit for my nightstand. All right, let's see. All right, here we go. This is such a nice summer thing to do. I started doing these iced teas this late spring, and the whole family is addicted to it. And they never know what flavor they're getting, which is really fun. And I find that it helps get the kids and everybody into herbs and learning about them because they all have different flavors and they all do different things. So it's been good. All right, so we're gonna get set up here. I'm gonna wash these really quickly and get our tea going. I'm also gonna got a pot of water here, full of water. I'm gonna turn this bad boy on and get that boiling real quick here. And I told everybody it would be a surprise tea, so they don't know. But I am also gonna put some wild clover in there as well. So this is our little wildflower tea. I'm obsessed with this glass teapot with diffuser inside. This is from our shop, Lauren Leeson Co. I have not been this excited about a product that we carry in a long time because I use it almost every day. So I'm just gonna break off the little daisy tops, put them in there. You can actually do things with the roots as well, but I'm just making a fresh blossom tea. You can do the same iced tea with dried tea or tea from the store, but there is something that I love about going out and foraging it. And when things are in season, I love to do my tea fresh, but it works just as well dry. I'm just gonna do one of these clovers because we have more than we need. That'll serve about 4. If it's iced. If it's not iced, it's about 2. And I like mine with a tiny little bit of honey in it. And Dave likes his with no honey. He is healthier than me. And the kids would like as much honey as I would allow. That's okay. All right, so now that that is done, I'm gonna put my little lid on and wait for the water to boil. The water is boiling, and while it boils, I made this pretty little arrangement for my nightstand. Kind of small for that, but that's okay. And water's ready, and we're just going to slowly fill up the diffuser. It's so pretty in there, I have to show you guys. Isn't that the prettiest thing? It's like just truly a bouquet. Love it. So just slowly pour it in. There are holes in the bottom of the inner glass section. You can see that the water is just taking the color really, really quickly. And I am gonna let this steep for a full 10 minutes. We are doing iced tea. But 5 to 10 minutes really gives you the full medicinal benefits of the herb. And so because I'm going iced, I don't mind that it's gonna cool down a bit. Look, there's one little flower popping up there. Do that, and I'm gonna stick that down. And okay, I love how pretty this is. Let me see, I'm gonna put the top on. And I'll just show you, but you can really see how pretty it is just to see the flowers. And so I'm gonna let that sit for 10 minutes and I will be back to turn it into the most delicious iced tea. All right, it has been 10 minutes in homework TV fashion. Didn't make you wait. And the tea is steeped. I'm gonna need to stir it. And I'm gonna pour half of it in this mason jar here. It has a pretty pour too, doesn't it? Love that. Pour about half of it in while it's still hot. And it's key that you do it while it's still hot. And then I'm gonna mix in my honey. This is one of my favorite little honey pots. It's also from our shop, Lauren Lease & Co. And I'm just gonna get a little bit of honey in there. Why is watching honey so fun? Ooh. All right, I'm gonna put a little more in because I'm gonna share it with the girls and they like it sweeter, but really what you just saw is kind of all you need. But I'm gonna put some honey in there. Okay. And then I'm gonna put the lid on while it's halfway filled so I can really give it a good shake. Make sure that's on. I'm gonna shake it up until the honey dissolves, which is way easier than stirring. Did I get it? It's really hot. Hot, hot, hot. Okay. And I'm gonna take the lid off and then I'm gonna pour the rest in. I'll have a little bit left over and that is the unsweetened part that I set aside for Dave, my husband. So that's for him later. Well, that's not the right cap. That's for him later. Set that aside. And then I'm gonna finish shaking to get the whole thing sweet, get that honey evenly dispersed in there. And then I've got 3 little ball jars. I'm gonna fill these up with ice. All right, so I got my little ice here. And then got my honeyed tea. I try not to pour it all over the countertops, but I cannot make any promises. It's really hot, hot, hot. There. And then I will put a little blossom or 2 inside to make it pretty. Okay, so I'll just steal from my little arrangement. The girls love this. I'm gonna call them in a minute to do that. There. A little bit more there. So pretty. I love that. Okay, I put the lids on. Put my thumb over the hole. Shake it up again so it gets really cold. These are these great little caps. Just go right in the jars if I can work it. Work it, work it. Home, work it, work it. Should I just pour? All right, any excuse to sing the homework song. All right, and then put the straws in. And we have our Clover Daisy Fleabane tea. Homework. I'm gonna get some of the girls too. I'm gonna get some tea. Excited? Cheers, you guys. It's a nice one. Homework. Homework gift. Homework this week. Make a tea and ice it and enjoy.